The combination of the borders being closed and the massive destruction of homes and infrastructure is bringing the people of Gaza to their knees. It's also put the United Nations aid effort in Gaza under enormous pressure. John Ging heads up the UN mission here and is a rare and outspoken critic of extremism on both sides. John, can you sort of explain to me what happened here, both sides?
Yeah, as you can see, this is the industrial area. That was the biscuit factory here. And then down along on this side, you have the cement factory just over the brow of the hill. And remember that the announcement was that this whole war was about destroying the infrastructure of terror. When you look around the Gaza Strip and you see what infrastructure has been destroyed, then you realize very quickly that that was not the infrastructure of terror, it's the infrastructure of the economy. You'll see schools destroyed, that's the infrastructure of education. You'll see ministry buildings like the Foreign Ministry, the Finance Ministry, the President's compound. This is the infrastructure of peace. You need these ministries to have a state. The Parliament building, that's the infrastructure of democracy. And then you have the tunnels, which are still operating.
The effective black market, the thing that undermines society.
Correct. Society here, in every aspect of its functioning, is being broken down.
Do you think that all of that was done purely and simply because of an election result?
Well,
or is there another agenda?
Well, these are the questions that have to be asked. How could you do this and then believe that that is positive in terms of the process of getting stability, security and peace in the Middle East? It's very difficult to figure out what is the truth until you come. And when you come here, then it's actually crystal clear. And it doesn't mean that you become anti-Israeli or pro-Palestinian or pro-Israel and anti-Palestinian. It means that you see the truth.
What about in terms of your job? How much harder has your job become?
My job is exponentially harder as a result of this. Why? Because of the impact on two things. The mindsets of the people. There's more extremism in Gaza than there was before this round of conflict, born of the frustrations, the despair, the poverty, and so on. And also the humanitarian situation is massively bigger. All those people who had jobs and so on and so forth, they're now queuing at our centres for food. I have not got more money. I have to spread it out thinner.
You're asking people not to retaliate, but of course, when people are hungry, they become angry.
Well, this is it. You treat people as hostile, then they will become hostile. We're in conflict with extremism. Let's be absolutely clear about that. There is a battle going on here at the grassroots level. Half of the population of Gaza are kids. Whether we're going to win that battle in terms of shaping how they think, their values and their behaviour will be determined by the environment, ultimately, that they're growing up in. And I have to say very clearly, we're putting up a fight, but we must be clear, we're losing that fight at the moment. John's was a bleak message about the future in Gaza, and I was struck by his conviction that extremism was on the rise. And I was about to find out for myself just how early that extremism can begin. I'm nearing the end of my time in Gaza, and what struck me the most is that here, the extraordinary becomes the ordinary.
Everywhere you go in Gaza, you see murals like this depicting Arab fighters fighting Israel. There are also, nearly at every roundabout, there is a martyr posted on a wall. Some of them even light up at night. You know, you don't see pictures of footballers, you don't see pictures of sporting heroes. You see martyrs or graffiti urging jihad. And what you see a lot are young boys, very young boys. There's one behind me right now who's got a plastic gun in his hand. And you don't see kids kicking footballs around. You see them playing shooting games. You don't have to be a professional psychologist to work out. With all those images coming into you day in, day out, it's going to have a profound effect on you when you grow up.
Death in Gaza is so commonplace, it has quite literally become a way of life. I want to find out what effect so much war and violence is having on the youngest generation. So I've come to a psychiatric clinic to meet some of the children in its care.
Sabah el khair. So guys, what's it like living in Gaza? What's it like to live here?
ما بعرفش.
انت كيف تعرف؟
ما بعرفش.
لا هو
انا بعترف فيها.
Well, why does he not accept Gaza?
ليش طيب؟
عشان زي خرا كلها.
Do you think it's dangerous living here?
كيف؟
من الاحتلال.
Does it scare you?
أنا من ناحيتي بخافش بس في صغار بخاف.
وانا نستشهد احسن شيء واحد يستشهد يخش الجنة.
He's saying he'd rather be a martyr.
Yeah, rather than to live here in Gaza, to get rid of the fear.
الاستشهاد احسن لنا بروح الجنة بروح عند الله كتب له بكتب له.
Go to paradise, it's better to go to God.
Does everybody believe that?
معاه في الرأي. معاه.
كيف ليش؟
ممكن الواحد يدخل الجنة متزكي على واحد يدخل الجنة يلقى نعيم أحسن ما يلقى هنا شيء.
This boy here, very quiet. This boy here.
إيش اسمه أحمد؟ أحمد.
Why are you so quiet?
معلش.
أخو سيدي وستي وخالي وأختي وسيدي وستي.
Who did this?
مين عمل هيك يا أحمد؟
يهود.
شوف.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
We're about to stop filming when a young girl who has been silent raises her hand and says she has something she wants to say.
هم كتير بدهم خلينا.
احنا بدناش نعمل سلام مع اليهود لأنه اليهود هم يعني خلوا أمي وأبوي يستشهدوا. يعني قطعوا قلبي لما شفت أمي وأبوي يعني قاعدين بيستشهدوا قدامي وأمي راح نص راسها وأبويا يعني راسه طلع عقله من راسه وتصاب بخصرته وتصاب برجله. بعد هيك يعني كله أخويا صلاح قال يلا امشي نطلع برا. أنا تمتني حاسة حالي لقيت بقفص لأنه أنا أمي وأبويا مش عندي.
I wonder how anyone could heal the despair and pain that these children feel, and how hard it will be to stop some of them wanting to take some kind of revenge.